Hey, what's up, guys? Matt.
My name is Austin.
And we are House Hack Bowling, and today we're back here bringing you another review on the Bowling World YouTube channel.
Yeah, I promise we're not bowling outside. Typically in the center that we do these videos in, we couldn't get into because of other conflict of scheduling, really. Yeah. But we decided to go to a different center. We're actually at Spare Time Brainerd in Chattanooga. And the center was a little loud, and we kind of wanted to do something a little different.
So here we are. We're sitting here at our house, just kind of hanging out here underneath the carport, just hanging out, and yeah, outside.
Yeah. So even though we've already technically shot this footage, we're going to act like we're going to the bowling center now to throw the new Columbia 300 Atlas, and I guess I'll give you my thoughts. I mean, I already know what.
But before we go, Austin, just looking at the ball. Before you throw the ball,
yeah, metaphorically.
Metaphorically, tell me about it. What do you think? Like, just looking at it, what do you think?
Interesting color scheme. Nothing that I feel like I haven't seen before. Kind of reminds me of the Arson Low Flare, the tournament solid one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
It kind of reminds me of that color scheme wise, but I know it's not exactly the same.
Okay.
But it looks strong. Everything I've seen on it, you know, I haven't thrown the ball, but it looks like it's pretty strong from on paper and some videos I've seen, and I'm excited to throw it. Metaphorically.
Metaphorically. All right.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna head to the lanes and watch Austin throw the new Columbia 300 Atlas. Man, that was a quick trip over to Brainerd, man, from up here. It's about a 15-minute drive for us, man. We just straight back. Yeah. All right, so Austin, after getting on the lanes, this is one of the first times we've actually thrown, Austin's actually thrown a few games with the ball before we did the review. Yeah. We normally don't do that, but me and him both kind of wanted to see what we were up against this time around. So throwing the Atlas, you probably threw about a game and a half, maybe 2 games during the review, and then you got about 2 games on it the other night, roughly. Yeah. So, what do you think, Columbia 300 Atlas?
If you go back on this channel, I reviewed the Brunswick Mindset a few months back. I said it was the strongest ball I've ever thrown, and I still think that's true. But I think this ball is just as strong, but the way that it rolls is a little different. I feel like the Mindset compared to this one right here, I feel like this is a little sharper. But I also did change layouts out a little bit. Like this is actually a 5-inch pin. No, 5 1/4. Maybe 5 1/2. Let me look back at my notes.
Let's say 5 1/2.
Let's go 5 1/2. I'll look back at my notes. So it is a bit of a weaker pin, just because I struggled really throwing the really strong, solid stuff.
Yep.
Maybe with the Mindset I could lead and stuff.
Yeah.
And I wanted a big ball that I could throw, and this so far seems like it's it. And when I threw it the other night in our tournament series / league, however you want to look at it, I had a really good look. And today at a different center it looked like it was more down lane than it was back at where we bowl league at. And it shows that it's kind of versatile.
Yeah.
It's definitely a strong ball. And like everything that I saw, it kind of like continues off the speed series in a way.
Yeah. I do agree with it being very similar to the mindset, but the mindset's way earlier than this.
Yeah, the mindset's definitely still the strongest ball I had, but this is a easier to throw ball.
Now, it's still, you know, continuous, you know, smooth. It still doesn't jump off the spot.
Of course not. I mean, there's definitely quicker and faster things, but for a solid ball and with how much service this thing had coming out of the box, it kind of surprised me.
But yeah, for it being a big solid, it definitely got down the lane. And you know, we do a lot of our reviews at Retro Bowl in Dalton. Tons of friction.
Tons of friction.
Brainerd, almost in the same boat.
Yeah, probably.
However, they were pretty good today.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I can't complain.
Even with that much friction, I still don't feel like the ball burned up. Like the ball still continued, the ball still hit the pins. You know, I mean, honestly, you had an issue not being able to get far enough left, I feel like. But
yeah, some of the shots I felt like I really struggled when I got a little deeper, but the problem was that I had a hard time getting into a certain spot, and I think it was mainly just because of where I was trying to play and with what the ball was. Now, if there was more oil out there, I wouldn't have not had that issue. And that's kind of what you struggle with when you have like a really high rev rate like I do and you bowl on like just regular house shot conditions, because sometimes you do struggle throwing these big balls, but I will say out of all the ones that I've thrown big balls, this was probably one of the easier ones.
Yeah, and I mean the ball hits the pins.
Oh, super hard.
Awesome. You know, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I think especially with like, I know here the Columbia 200 Speed was very popular. I think this one has the potential to really do a similar thing.
The Speed is another ball that holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, Speed was good.
My heart's got a real big special place for bowling balls, and the Speed is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And I really see a lot of similarities of the Speed, but I still feel like this ball may be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot longer. Like even talking to CJ today, and CJ absolutely loves the Speed. Me and him just, you know, that was the ball, man. That ball was amazing.
Yeah. CJ threw a different ball in one of our testing today, but we'll talk about that later.
He agreed that this ball's a little bit longer than the Speed, but still a very similar motion.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, not really much else I could say.
All right.
Really liked it. But if you really like it and you like what you saw, you could pre-order this ball at www.bowlingworld.biz or your local Bowling World.
Also, if you like our content, you can check us out. House Hack Bowling. We're on Facebook, obviously YouTube, TikTok, anywhere, Instagram, wherever, any social media platform, you can most likely find us. Huge shout out to Bowling World for bringing us back again to shoot some reviews, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the future.
Yeah.
See you, Bowling World fans.